on, smile. Here it is, smile, nigga. Back to back, back to back, back to back. Let's do a pen pose, pen pose.
Hey, I gotta roll, dawg.
Tanisha?
Yeah, you know, family shit.
Family for life, you already know.
Franklin and Tanisha's relationship was something people couldn't get, but this video would change that. The two being where they were from and the way they became stuck together. They knew the same people along with knowing the life being in their environment. And on top of that, they dealt with each other since high school, saying that to say they didn't date outside of each other.
Bitches flock, homie.
Yeah, nigga, it's kinda strange that none of this flock shows up when I'm around.
That's cause you radioactive to bitches. They see a nigga who been gamed as hard as you have by Tanisha, and they stay the fuck away.
Yeah, nigga, I'm just a little bitch, right? Yeah, thanks, homie.
But after high school, the excuse of going through the motions with no real motive for things, petty crimes, etc. goes out the window and stops being cool, even for Franklin, although he's a fictional character. 9 times out of 10, she was around when he was involved with doing a bank score for nothing after the bills had that pack on it.
Nice, bro. What was the take?
Shit, I don't know, man. I can't remember.
Come on. Everyone remembers their first score.
Shit, not me.
Mikey, bro, what was your first bank score?
88, outskirts of Carcer City.
Hey, your turn to share, kid.
I told you I don't remember the details, man.
Leave him alone, Trevor. Hey, if he don't remember...
If he don't remember, I'm supposed to trust this man with my life, and he don't trust me with the details of his first bank job? Franklin, share?
Yeah, come on, kid. It can't be worse than Trevor's.
All right, man, shit. Okay, the score was like 2 stacks, man.
2G? Take home on your first gig? Fuck, that ain't bad, man.
Man, the whole score was 2 stacks. Only I didn't see none of that shit. Die pack went off, homie. Money was useless then.
Die pack? You amateur!
I knew I shouldn't have told you shit.
Hey, Franklin, we all gotta start somewhere.
Last time I tell your ass something.
When he was petty selling for a drug dealer down the line, taking him out.
How about the boy with the eye from around the way? Marcus or something? You was slanging for him, and then he got what was coming, right?
That was different. That dude had it coming.
Along with his ways as far as gang activity. But their relationship took a turn after Franklin wasn't a man of his word with what he promised, which was change. But he wasn't at this point, and the way Franklin was comfortable and it showed. Even from the little things like having a charger, but still living at his aunt's house showed his ways. You can make the argument that his name is on the deed as well, but it's revealed he didn't even clean up after himself for the thing he 50% owned. Saying this to say, if you really think about it, Franklin was moving a little immature. The way him being the only child was something that played a part in this situation as well. But when he got the job for Simeon, he didn't even bring anything back home. Franklin just did things his way, which is fine, but things like this is why Tanisha called it quits. His actions made her feel she's wasting her time. Not to sound away, but at the end of the day, he was moving like a little boy. But by the time Franklin wanted better for himself though, she was already gone, which is one of the reasons he started to despise that life. This wasn't something he just woke up and decided to do. Her leaving made him realize he needs to do better for himself, not even to get her back fully at this point, but to make him feel better as a 25-year-old man in this type of environment. When they parted ways, everyone knew, but Lamar would bring to Franklin's attention that she started to move on from their relationship. As we're going to hear, Franklin wasn't happy about this, but hearing this gives him more fuel to go through with his plan to make something out of himself. He even sighs to himself angrily, showing his hunger to get it together at this point.
Maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with, nigga.
What?
Even when he walks in the door, his aunt confirmed his moves, giving him more fuel to change.
Oh, he here. We living on top of each other, and it ain't right, goddamn freeloader.
Later, as many know, Tanisha emails Franklin as a way to give herself and him closure on her decision. She let it be known how again he gave her false promises, along with her confirming she's seeing someone and how she's happy with a regular person instead of someone like Franklin who had different ways to getting it. She even went to say how it's something she's looking for outside of money, which is about to be revealed soon. Franklin of course goes to play it smooth, but he hated to see this. He even went to say how he'll be there for it regardless, but this was him trying to keep their connection. Everyone around him clowns him about letting Tanisha go, something that gets to him. His aunt encouraged her, even going to say how she did the right thing. Tanya calls him out, seeing what Tanisha started to see as far as the only child complex.
Hey, look, let's make this quick. I got shit to do.
Nigga, you need to slow it down. Tanisha was right.
But again, Franklin plays it cool throughout. As far as the outside world, we see this when him and Lamar have a conversation about her before kidnapping D. But as we know, what he's about to say isn't true at all.
I seen you bonding with plenty of animal-type bitches. I'm talking big-ass, hairy, scary bitches. It's true about you patchy motherfuckers. Y'all do got a bond.
Fuck you, homie. A little mustache ain't shit. That's just a sign of virility.
Maybe in the dog world, nigga. What you think, Chop? Come on, what you think? You like a little hair on your lips, puppy?
At least I know what I can get. You still after the same bitch from high school. Only, she ain't interested in some of your, life choices.
You the life choices she don't like, nigga.
Nah, nigga, we cool, man. She kick it with me more than you do. Tell me about the lawyer, nuclear physicist, humanitarian super nigga she fucking.
Shut the fuck up with that shit. I'm done, nigga. I moved on many a times.
Oh, whatever, that's cool.
It shows when the two have a face-to-face, but we finally see more of Tanisha's side of things.
That ain't fair.
But T, baby, I'm just trying to tell you I care about you.
You care about yourself. I need someone real in my life. We wasted years on this bullshit and you still the same. I want a family. I need some security in my life. Goodbye, Franklin.
Shit.
Like she stated in the emails, it's not because he didn't have money. It was for the fact he was a criminal. Her mentioning how she wanted a family showed what she wanted was the American dream, normality. And simply, Franklin didn't make the cut. And Franklin was aware of this. When him and Michael got cool, he brings her up to when it's revealed he grew up trying to impress her, but she wasn't impressed by his lifestyle.
Listen, man, where I grew up, there was opportunity. Not a lot, but some. Some kids got out. Some got dragged down. We all made a choice, and I chose being an idiot. Turns out the only person I wanted to impress wasn't impressed.
Really?
Yeah, she values education, and I got thrown out of school for beating up a teacher.
You're right. We are idiots.
The fact alone she values education shows why she chose a doctor instead of what she was around, similar to Kendall's character in San Andreas. Him and Jimmy even had a conversation leading him to talk about Tanisha, him going to say that that's still his romantic interest, even if they wasn't together.
Church, dog. I'd have a girlfriend if I had the time, but I'm too busy.
Right, man. So that's why you ain't got a girlfriend?
Why don't you got one, huh?
I got a girl. It's just we ain't together, that's all.
Yo, man, you sound more deluded than I do.
Shit, I really hope that ain't true.
But Franklin still had the wrong idea. We see this when he's by himself getting high. He seen Tanisha leaving, leading him to think she hates him, leading him to think about what he should have been.
I could do anything. Shit, I could be a brain surgeon. A brain surgery, I could do that. I should have been a surgeon. That's what I should have been. Well, maybe Tanisha wouldn't hate me so much. She wouldn't hate me so much.
Doing all this though, he still tried to get money. He pulls off his first heist that he got money off of to when he calls Tanisha, but him not listening, that wasn't what she was after. It left him feeling incomplete.
I don't care if you got money now. Don't you get it? That ain't what I was looking for. Not then, not now, not ever.
I know it ain't important. Just let me take you somewhere nice, all right?
Where are you? Are you in a strip club? Grow up, stop looking for the easy way.
This also shows what she means about Franklin. Her telling him to grow up says that alone, but Franklin says something telling to how he acts from this point forward.
Tanisha, I gotta go, all right? I'ma change, I promise. You won't even recognize me.
His idea of change was still materialistic side of things, so he continues to try to get more in hopes to get her back. But later, Lamar will call this out, showing how he started to be aware he's trying to win her over. Franklin, of course, continues to play it off, but Lamar knows what he's doing.
What's happening, homie? How you been?
Aw, nigga, you know.
No, I don't know, nigga. That's why I asked.
Shit, it's all good, my nigga. I'm just getting by.
Moving on, huh? Well, let's get one thing straight, nigga. Tanisha ain't interested in your dog ass, and she don't give a fuck.
Nigga, you always speaking on Tanisha like a bitch, nigga. We was together, now we not, nigga. That's that.
Oh, nigga, how mature of you, nigga.
Nigga, she a cool girl, though. But it wasn't meant to be, dawg.
Oh, and now you're throwing your life away trying to get yourself all acceptable for when all the goddamn time you a jungle tiger, nigga, trying to turn yourself into a bitch-ass house cat. Nigga, that bitch want a nigga in a suit, nigga. She don't want no motherfucking killer on the prowl.
Nigga, you got away with words, homie. That bitch can do what the fuck she wants, nigga. It's over.
Yeah, whatever, nigga, if you say so.
On Tanisha's side of things, no pun intended, the grass seemed to be greener on the other side. But this is when her faults show. She's not really seen on camera, but she talks about her new guy along with the lifestyle. But just like Franklin, they was blind to what they really wanted. At her mind, what she wanted in a guy, she had it. But at the end of the day, she was getting played. Like Franklin, she was happy to be outside of their neighborhood at this point. Ironically, she didn't like Franklin's ways, but her new guy didn't like hers. She got told off for buying a brand of alcohol that didn't meet his standards. He even corrected how she spoke in front of people, but it's the things in between that made her not see the red flags of this dude. It's so bad to fit his lifestyle, he goes out his way to teach her table manners, showing Tanisha still had that hood in her. But this again was a guy trying to mold her to his lifestyle, all for eye candy and someone to brag on. But even still, Tanisha can't be blamed though. Her brother's death made her even more not cool with Franklin's life choices, even though she's getting played. Now this is what she wanted in her head. She even says how this person was the man of her dreams, showing her fairy tale mindset. The guy even made her get her nails redone because it was quote unquote ghetto for his liking. But just like Franklin, once the two started to get what they wanted, they started to down their old life. But at this point, both of the two was disconnected. When he gets his house on the hills, he goes back to his old childhood home, to when he brings up no other than Tanisha in hopes to show his idea change.
Gangs is positive. That's all we got, my nigga. That's our heritage.
Ain't nothing positive about your crazy ass. Man, where Tanisha at?
She got more sense than to hang out with your sorry ass.
But this would show more of how blinded everyone was. Of course, the niece would think her moving on to a doctor was the right thing, being that her luck with men wasn't good. Tanisha and Franklin both became hypocrites. She wasn't after money, but it came with the guy changing her. And as we know, Franklin money changed him.
Lamar, bro, this guy is kind of a drag.
It wasn't always like this, homie. He used to be gangster.
Used to be? Nigga, I used to be a poor idiot too.
Nah, homie. You was cold. And now you like lukewarm.
This is what happens. Friends change. They lose their edge. Watch this one, Al.
I'm watching Frank, all right? That shit happened.
Watch me all you like, homie. Just don't kill anyone unnecessary when I'm around.
Trevor seen the signs after he saw the same with Michael before he felt betrayed, and Lamar did, which is telling to why he didn't want to save him until Tanisha showed up.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
What you doing here?
Something telling before this breakdown, Tanisha showing up to his house, even though no one knew exactly where he stayed, is telling in itself.
I mean, I'm real glad you're here. Come here.
I can't stay.
What's up, babe?
No, it's Lamar.
What that fool want now?
It's your best friend. He's your best fucking friend.
She snaps off Rip for the fact alone, although she was happy with her life, she was homesick, in a way. Before this point, she even shows how she thinks of Lamar and Franklin and the whole forum. But Franklin again unknowingly changing, he grew to think Lamar wasn't his close friend. Unlike what she knew the two to be, Franklin even showed aggression toward her before he realized who he was talking to.
For real, my best friend, my homeboy, right? My nigga. Man, fuck you. I mean, not like that, man, but no, he ain't. He just another nigga from the hood. Him, stretching all the motherfucking clowns. All he wanna do is drag a motherfucker down and live in the past.
And this is the future? A big empty house with nobody who gives a fuck about you.
Well, shit, it works for me, it can work for you, babe.
She then reveals she's getting married while down at Franklin, but him hearing this made him question why she's even here, although Lamar was already brought up. He again wasn't budging, but her problem in the beginning, along with how she's seeing him move now, made her feel he wasn't himself, calling him out more.
I'm getting married, Franklin, to a doctor, not a murderer.
Then what the fuck you doing here, Tanisha?
I'm worried about Lamar. You gotta help him, Franklin.
Man, that shit is over.
Oh, I'm a legitimate businessman now, sister. I'm a CEO, an investor. I'm a Illuminati. I'm a fucking moron, nigga. You a phony fuck.
What?
I ain't saying you gotta marry the fool. I'm saying he's about to get killed over that deal you and him put on with... Stretcher set him up.
Fuck, man, my whole fucking life I've been looking after this motherfucker and paying the price afterwards. Fuck.
Well, at least do it one more time, Franklin, for me.
Her saying this, especially to Franklin at this point, shows his change more. At a point, he would have did it. But the fact she moved on, her saying this shows his slight way of moving on. Again, for the fact, saving someone he started to dislike, along with someone he started to dislike saying to help, this is what he thought he should do. Tanisha knowing he won't change, it led him to making the right choice though.
For you? For you and your doctor?
I love you and Lamar. We grew up together, but this life ain't for me, and you knew that. You ain't changing. I don't care how many cars you own, how many apartments you own. I don't care how many diamonds you put in your ear. It ain't for me, not done bad or done good.
Babe, look, I'll change.
No, you won't, and that's fair enough, but at least respect what you do, who you are. If you let that idiot die, you a bigger asshole than I thought. Look, he's going up to some sawmill near Paleto Bay. You do what you gotta do.
After saving Lamar, Tanisha salutes him for doing so. In If you think about it, she saved him from turning into Michael at that moment. The two relationship was complicated for the fact that's just how it be sometimes, but they never really fell out. She even called him to let him know she's getting married the day before. For the fact alone, they were still friends.
Hey, boo, what's happening?
Hi, Franklin. I'm calling to tell you I'm getting married.
Shit, I knew that.
I mean, like, tomorrow.
Oh, shit, okay.
You know, you will find someone, Franklin. But before that, you gotta grow up. I mean, seriously. You didn't want to hang out with Lamar because he was too crazy. But, well, do you really think you moved on from craziness?
Look, thanks for the lecture, all right? But listen, I'm happy for you, honestly. I am, man. Man, I'll see you around, all right?
Take care of yourself.
And finally, we hear down the line a conversation with Franklin and Michael, with him saying how he wants a family, something that became the next level for him.
Don't ever have kids.
No, I mean, like, how you doing, man? What's the vibe? What you thinking?
And I mean, I got something to tell you, some advice to impart. A pearl of wisdom cooked up in the mucus-filled oyster shell of my shitty life.
I think what you're saying is don't have kids until you know it's the right thing to do and you can handle it. Don't have kids you're going to resent.
I don't resent my kids. I just miss certain freedoms.
Man, from the way it sounds, you had a bad time growing up. And your kids maybe did too. My dad disappeared and my mom disappeared into the pipe. When I bring someone into the world, I'm gonna be there for them.
Now you made me feel bad.
And years later it happened with no other than Tanisha. Before I get into this, it's a fact Tanisha's husband called it off with her and not the other way around. Think of Tanisha's friends along with the Life Invader post. I know for a fact whoever that guy was didn't have time for that. But that led Franklin to swoop back in. It's not known how they exactly rekindled, but if you notice when Franklin was seen years later after 2013, he hid his ways. That was how he was able to keep her. He liked his new life, but he started to feel that itch he had years ago.
Now me? Shit, I'm a hustler that made it big. Big house, nice cars, a family, and everything. But damn, man, I miss getting these fucking hands dirty.
Even when he runs into Lamar, goes to say he doesn't want her on him, seeing Franklin high.
Hey, hand that shit here. Show some respect to the house, bruh.
Hey, y'all forgot about me?
Hell no, you didn't get no trip slip sign. Tanisha ain't going for that shit.
Man, she cool, man. Hand that shit over.
Man, cool my ass. That big wildebeest shoulder woman ain't for to whoop my ass because I'm babysitting you and getting you high.
Hey, dawg. If my eyes go red, y'all go tell me, right? I mean, Tanisha cool, but shit, she don't need to like no, you know?
When the two get their hands dirty, Franklin tells Lamar not to mention what's going on to Tanisha, showing more of how he's hiding his ways.
Hey, if we survive this, don't fucking mention it to Tanisha.
The two didn't get back together because Franklin got rich. The only reason they split up in the first place was because Franklin was in a life she couldn't been happy with. Instead, she went to a regular guy who was basically a control freak who didn't accept her ways either. Them growing up together, their friendship would have always been there if they stayed married or not. But when Franklin did do the big one and got the FIB off of him, he could easily play the role to Tanisha he changed from the things she didn't like, which is why he goes to cover his tracks when he did. Tanisha being in the blind of Franklin's doings after 2013, along with Franklin wanting them to be together, is why they got back together.